Hello, welcome back to my channel, Divine Libra Wisdom. I'm back again with the weekly check-in readings. This one is for Taurus, obviously. Before I get into my disclaimers and things of that nature, I just uploaded 2 Pick-a-Pal readings, so if you want to go check those out, definitely go do it. A lot of good stuff came out in those readings. What else? I will have the element check-in readings. Those will be under the community tab, and also can be found on my other socials that I'm active on. So I definitely I keep forgetting that, but I need to check and make sure I still have my updated socials on my information stuff. But anyway, yeah. So if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are returning to the channel, I thank you so much for coming back. Make sure make sure you're subscribed though, if you haven't already. As you're listening along, make sure you like the video. Make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section. Just let me know that you're rocking with me, things are resonating, all that jazz. Make sure you share the video out. If you know someone who has Taurus placements or who just simply enjoys these readings, definitely send it to them. And they even they might even have Taurus as one of their placements if you all are into astrology and you know all about that. Okay. The decks that I'm using, that will be in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that will be in the description box as well. Don't get got from someone who's posing as me, soliciting for to do readings. I don't solicit for readings. You have to contact me in order for that to happen, and I charge. So yeah, I don't read for free, or that weird perception of reading for free, or I don't if someone wants to book something with me, it's confirmed, I get I turn that, I have a very quick turnaround. So I know I'm very much serious about this, especially if someone is paying me. I'm going to get what they need to them. I don't play about that. So yeah, don't get got. I don't solicit for readings. So I don't really think anybody is out there posing as me. But in the event that they are, just be mindful of that. Yeah, and all that information, like I said, it will be down in the description box below. The noise, I will try to keep it to a minimum. My heat is on, so you may hear it cut on and off here and there. You may hear the little munchkin over here, my cousin's dog. You may hear him grumble or make little sounds and stuff because he's hanging out in my room today. So yeah, and what else? Yeah, because it's 25 degrees here where I am. So yeah, the heat is going to stay on. So yeah, just bear with me. I did do a test. So I did a test when the heat was on, or it kicked back on, as well as when it's off. So it's about the same level of volume. So you should be able to hear me, okay? Yeah, as well as other sounds too. This is, where I live is kind of busy. It can be, or I don't want to say it's busy, but it can get loud over here. You hear sirens and people speeding down the street and all that other stuff. So, it's just kind of like, just be mindful of that. Basically some sounds I can't help. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the reading here and get some channeled messages for Taurus as I'm getting the cards together. Let me actually just take a sip of water though. I swear, I was doing, it was either earlier or, no, it was yesterday, whatever day it was. Actually, yeah, I think it was earlier this morning because I was up extremely late, early. I don't know how to do that, but it was like around 1 a.m. in the morning. But my voice was all cracking and stuff, and I was like, what is going on? It's like somebody don't want me to get this message out. So all that to say, I found it funny that this is happening now. It could be that, yeah, Tauruses, there may be something that you need to speak up about. No matter if your voice cracks, no matter if you start crying, that wants to come out. Move it. That wants to come out. So, yeah, if there's something that needs to be said, something that needs to be done, you definitely, that wants to come out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Don't be afraid to speak your piece, basically. Yeah, don't be afraid to speak your piece. I'm hearing ruffle feathers. Yeah, whatever is something, something that you have to say, it may ruffle feathers, but it still needs to come out. Ooh. I'm hearing that. Dang it, I got another doggone channel song. I didn't get one for Cancer, funny enough. I don't think. I can't remember. But I heard down in the DM, so I don't know. Maybe you're calling something out that happened in your DMs, or maybe you getting in somebody's DM to let them know about themselves. I don't know. But whatever the case, yeah. And before I turn the cards over, let me just see if I get anything else. I'm also seeing like I'm seeing like somebody like standing on the beach and looking up at the sun. It might be sunrise or even sunset, but either way, you're looking, kind of just enjoying, it happening. Like the sun, it's kind of like that point to where the sun is like going down, where it's safe to look at it, or whether it's rising or it don't matter which one, sunrise, sunset. It's at a perfect position where you can look at it without it hurting your eyes. I see someone on that doing that, so you could be wanting to have that experience if you've never been able to catch it. It could be a number of reasons as to why. Maybe you're not up in time to see sunrise, or you're not off of work in time enough to see the sunset, and so you could be craving that, just be on the beach, or to just have a moment of peace to just kind of take that in. So yeah, kind of random, but that's what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna always say what I see. Okay. I'm also getting, and Taurus, this is very Taurian energy, but I'm seeing like someone baked goods, and I swear I've gotten this message for Tauruses before, but either Taurus or Cancer, but because Cancer, they're very much about home and hearth. Tauruses are as well. You love comfort. But I'm getting like I'm smelling baked goods. Like someone, you could literally be the one like baking something up. Or you could literally be going to like a bakery or like a coffee shop or something of that nature, or like a donut shop. Maybe you're taking donuts to work. Or I mean, maybe you have a day off. This is also, people have also been kind of stuck in the house with winter weather. So yeah, you know, it could be, like I said, it ain't really nothing else to do. So, you know, you're baking stuff up. But yeah, that's what I get. I'm also see the signs. Like I see like a big ass red flag. So there could be something. Oh my gosh. And then on my TV, there's a red balloon. Pennywise much? Not just playing. But anyway, no, but see, like literally, there's a movie on. I don't even know what this movie is because I have not been paying attention to the TV, but I just happened to kind of look over there and see red balloons. But yeah, pay attention to the signs, you guys. There could be some things that you're missing that you need to pay attention to. So yeah. Other than that, let's go ahead and get these cards. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, some of you may have... That is so weird that these two cards will come out. Wow. Yeah. Definitely go check out the Libra reading because these two cards, these two major arcanas came out funny. Yeah, I literally, I had to, oh my gosh, and the same, okay. Yeah, you all may also have, like I said, a Libra placement, and definitely go check that out. Okay, so we have the Lovers card at the start of the week, and if you're just kind of joining new, I read column by column, okay, and I do start of the week, midweek, end of the week, okay. So you have the Lovers card. This is the same card that came out for Libras. I'm sorry. This one, and as well as the Priestess card. Anyway, so the Lovers, this is true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So this, because of what is out with it, it says opening to love, and it says my heart is open. This is indicating to me that at the start of the week, your mind could be on love. You could be starting a new relationship, or, you know, a relationship could be deepening. You're open. You're open to it. You're ready for things to take go on a deeper level, and you're embracing it. You're ready. And so, that's the short version, or the what do you call it? I can't remember that saying, but anyway, that's what that is. So yeah, you are and this also makes me think of like a heart on fire. So yeah, your heart, you're very passionate about this, or someone is very passionate about you. And like I said, and it could be mutual passion, because this, with the Lovers, this looks like a wedding ceremony. So some of you could even be getting engaged, or you're already engaged. And you are that's what you're ready for. You're making a decision, if you haven't already, to take things to a deeper level. Okay, and then midweek you have the High Priestess, and this is trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So with this card here, they're making the difference. I think that by midweek, things can kind of shift gears. You're more so focused on yourself, more so like seeing things for what they are. But whatever you're doing to, like trusting your intuition and reflecting, it helps you make a difference in some way, shape, or form. And it says, my inner light shines far and wide, making a difference. So yeah, whatever choice or whatever reflection you take before taking action, it helps with that. Like, it helps you to make a difference in some way, shape, or form. Okay. And I'm also hearing going by the book. So you could be very much you may have to like do some meditation, or you may have to take a brief pause, or a long pause rather, not brief pause, but a long pause, and go through some things. Because I'm seeing like going through some information, files, that type of thing before you make a decision. I'm seeing some of you may be like a judge, or an attorney or something, maybe even like a case worker, social worker, something of that nature. And there's a major decision that you have to make in order to cause, make a difference. It's something that you decide on that changes the course for someone. It literally could be like the course of their life. So yeah. That's very interesting. Just seeing something. And also, like, trust your judgment too. Like, with the high priestess out here, the high priestess knows what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And they usually do the right thing. So, yeah. Yeah. Trying to see if I get anything else with this going by the book. Going by the book, it also makes me think, because again, I feel like this is like a wedding ceremony. You could be, I'm getting the sense, and this could be like maybe one or two of you, handful of you, who knows, just put it where it applies. You may want to do things by the book, the traditional way. If it's, a wedding, you may want, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want. Like, you may want to have your wedding in a church. You may want to, be given away. If that's your tradition, you may want to jump the broom. It is Black History Month, and that is very significant, especially if you're getting married during this month. It could be, if you're within the Black community, excuse me, jumping the broom is a callback to a way to honor our ancestors, who, the only legal way that they had to acknowledge the legality or the coming together of a union is by jumping that broom. That solidified for them that this is my person, and this person is my person, all that jazz. And so if you want to, think or learn more about the history of that, you can definitely look that up. It's very interesting. But yeah, so whatever it is, like your traditions, the things that matter most to you, you could be going by the book. Like, there's no thing left unturned. This is what you want. This is, I need for such and such to happen. Like, I need to have this type of flowers. I need to have this type of dress. It needs to have this sort of headdress, my symbols, I'm also getting like very culturally aware. So it could even be like, perhaps two people are coming together who are from different cultures, and everybody wants to be sort of like, naturally want to be inclusive and considerate of each other's backgrounds, especially if, you're coming from different cultures. So it could be something like that too, where you want to go by the book. especially if it's an expectation from parents or from family. You know, they may want for you all to go by the book, to go by, you know, the tradition of things. Sorry, and I just got a notification on my phone. Hopefully that don't show up on the camera, but sometimes I'll be forgetting to turn my notifications off, and it's such a distraction. But anyway, yeah, that's what I get from that. So the end of the week, you have Two of Summer, and it says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. We just said that here with the Lovers and opening your heart to love or opening to love. You're wide open when it comes to love. Your heart is all the way open, and so you're very much, you know, making serious plans to be committed. Again, I really get the sense that some of you could be on your way to, if you're not engaged already, you will be getting engaged, or you could be having a wedding. You know what I mean? Or you could be witnessing a wedding. You could be attending a wedding, but you're seeing this, and it could even, like, you know, inspire you or speak to your heart. You know, if you're not necessarily the one getting married, you know, this could be something that sort of heals something in you. You know, seeing how much love two individuals have for one another, and just getting to witness it and embrace it, it makes you want to do the same. All right, and so yeah, making a serious commitment to someone. This also talks about forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. I think didn't I say, yeah, like, you know, making a difference. You could be influencing someone through the actions that you make. And I believe this, I can't remember if this came out in Cancer's reading, but I did mention that there's something that Cancer was doing to make a difference, like people being inspired by the things that they do, you know. And then it says, don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So, you know, there could be, if you going back to careful reflection here, you know, if this is a situation where, you know, maybe a relationship that you're in, or a marriage or something that, you know, you're in, you know, maybe there has been some disconnects or something to that effect, and maybe, you know, there's room for reconciliation. That could be a thing. Or, you know, you could be you know, trying to find ways to reconnect. That's similar to reconciliation, but reconciliation is more so, you know, the two of you have separated, and so you could be trying to come back together or maybe fix a situation, whereas trying to rekindle a flame, you all are still together. There's just kind of like a disconnect, and it could be for a number of reasons. You know, maybe you know, both of your jobs are pulling you in both directions, and you don't, you know, by the time, especially if you have like children, you know, small children at that, you know, they can't really fend for themselves, you know, or they're not as independent yet, since they're not teenagers just yet. You have small children, so, you know, you may have to, you know, it's like work, take care of kids, try to, you know, take care of yourself, because you can't do anything if you can't do anything for yourself. You can't do anything for others. So, you know, this could be, and sorry, y'all, I had to just do that. Sorry. Just ignore that. But, it could be, you know, that you all, you know, are taking time and finding time to spend with each other, and, you know, show love to one another, have sexy time, like, you know, just do things to rekindle the flame, you know, because it's like, it's always been there. It's there. It's just that you need the time and the space in order to gain that back. That's what that means. All right. So then the last card, oracle card you have out, is Revealing Radiance. Revealing Radiance, and it says, my light illuminates the world. So yeah, I really feel like with this message, it's just, you know, just, you want to be seen by your partner. With this energy, you want to be seen by your partner, and I feel as though like there's going to be a moment, or, you're going to be given that time to reconnect with your partner, if that's the case for, you know, some of you. Now, you know, and it even could have, you know, be like there was some kind of infraction or some kind of mistake. Maybe someone could have committed, you know, or not committed. Maybe someone could have stepped out on their marriage, and people are trying to, you know, whoever was the one who got cheated on, maybe they're trying to find it within themselves to forgive, and you all rekindle that way. Or you're figuring out if you want to just, you know, completely part and separate ways. But at the same time, this could be a partner or partners seeing you for who you are and accepting who you are, and, you know, it's like you're falling in love all over again, and you're deciding to maybe renew vows if you are already married, and maybe, like, you know, you all, because life be lifing for real, and sometimes, you know, you really have to make time for the things that are most important to you. So that could be what that is. And as far as like revealing radiance, it's like, you know, people, you know, seeing that spark again, seeing that shine, that what attracted you to your partner, and vice versa. Okay. And so the message or affirmation for the week, Taurus, is I am safe. I am safe. And again, this came out in Libra's reading, so you may have Libra placements, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, that's what you're reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, leave me a comment in the comment section, like the video, share the video, subscribe, do all the things. And I hope you have a good week, and I'm going to end it here. Sorry it wasn't as long as Libra's reading or Cancer's reading, but I just, like I said, I talk and I, you know, into it for as long as I feel compelled and called to do. So I don't have anything else that's coming out. So, you know, hey, that's that. Look forward to the element readings. I'm going to work on that either tonight or tomorrow, or it'll be up tonight, later tonight, or it will be up tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel, because I've been really, this has been back to back. So, yeah. Have a good week, y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye.